am riding the struggle bus so hard tonight. I have started and stopped this video like 15 times already, and I just like cannot talk or form a sentence or an idea. It is not good. On the positive side, I am drinking what is quite possibly the prettiest tea on the face of the planet. Yes, prettiest. It is also delicious, but it has rosebuds and cornflower petals in it and chocolate and tea, and it's beautiful. I may have to like Instagram a picture so that you guys can understand after I'm done filming this video, which hopefully this time I will actually be able to get started. So welcome back, and welcome if you are brand new to my channel. I am Lauren, and I am here to bring you a whole bunch of beauty trash today. That is right, I needed to do another empties video, and it hasn't been too long since my last one. I want to say I did one maybe back in December, but I have used up some stuff. So before I hold off any longer and make like an hour-long video, I think we should go through this and be able to start fresh for next time. So the first thing that I see in here are some packages of face wipes. I, as you can see, go through this stuff like crazy. The first ones that I used up, I believe, were these simple, see, I told you. If this is how things are going to start out, this is going to be a long video. So these are the simple Micellar cleansing wipes, and they are very similar to the Micellar cleansing water that Simple makes, but in a wipe form. And I love these. Like, I actually went out to Target today and repurchased them because I missed them and they were amazing. I really love the Simple Micellar cleansing water. It is one of my favorites, although the Garnier waterproof one may be taking the #1 spot. That one is like hella amazing. But in terms of face wipes, these are probably my new favorite. They do an awesome job of taking off makeup, and they do not irritate my face or my eyes at all. So if you are in the market for a face wipe, these are probably my #1 pick. So once I finished up the Micellar, I was like, oh, I've got these Yes To wipes sitting around, so I guess I might as well finish using them. And it was just so sad because I missed the other ones so much. But I'm not one to waste beauty products, so I will champ it out. And these aren't bad, they're just not my favorite. These are the Yes To Grapefruit Correct and Repair Brightening Facial Wipes. So these have, you know, grapefruit extract infused into them. So they've got a lot of vitamin C, so they're good for brightening and like getting rid of discoloration in the skin. And I liked these, but they're more of a treatment wipe than a makeup removing wipe. So they don't do as great a job of removing makeup, and because they do have a lot of fruit enzymes, they are not the best for people who have more sensitive skin. Not that I found that this like burned intensely or anything like that, but it definitely made your skin feel a little bit more like sensitive after use, because all of the fruit enzymes in these wipes are meant to sort of help to dissolve away dead skin. So if you're looking for something that will kind of refresh and help to exfoliate at the end of the day, these are nice wipes. But if you're more like, I'm just someone who wants to get my makeup off because I'm feeling lazy or I want a double cleanse, I would go with the Simple wipes. And speaking of Simple, these were the first wipes I'd ever tried from them, and this was just like a little sample pack that I got in some beauty box. I don't know if it was Target or Walmart, one of the two of them. I got this like travel pack, and these are the original sensitive cleansing facial wipes, and I have to say that like these are so much better than these ones. So if you're going to pick up a wipe from Simple, get the one in the white packaging. These are the Micellar wipes. Whatever formula they use in the regular cleansing wipes is just not as good at breaking down makeup as the Micellar ones. So if you have to choose, go with the Micellar. So this next product that I have in here is something that I've had forever. forever. So forever, they do not even really make this anymore, and like I should have used it up an eon ago, but I don't know what was wrong with me. And it's probably because I love this so much that I like use it really sparingly when I first got it, and then when I realized like it's gonna go bad, I just like went crazy and was using it like every time I took a shower. So this is the Body Shop Spa Wisdom Africa Ximenia and Salt Scrub. And I do believe that in their like Spa of the World collection, they have re-released this with a slightly different name. So I'm curious to see if it smells the same, because this stuff, when it was still in here, smelled amazing. It was like shea butter. It was sort of sweet, but not like candy sweet. It was that way that like shea or cocoa butter smells, like rich and sweet, and it was just so beautiful, so amazing. And the texture of this scrub was really cool because it was very balmy, but when it got wet it sort of dissolved away, almost just like a cleansing balm for your face. But this had obviously salt crystals in it to exfoliate as well. So one of my favorite ways to use this product was to put it on my skin dry and massage it in, and then you really got the full like scrubbing effect from the salt. And then once you sort of add water, it becomes much more gentle, and then the salt all dissolves, and then it just kind of leaves your skin feeling ridiculously soft and beautiful. So this was a pretty pricey product. When I bought it, it was like $28, so I always would wait till the Body Shop had like a buy 3 get 3 free or 40% off or some other kind of deal like that. So yeah, I'll definitely, if I check out the new version of this, I will definitely have to let you guys know how it compares and if it's the same, better, or worse than this scrub. So another bath product that I finished up in the last couple months is this Stress Relief Eucalyptus Spearmint Luxury Bath from Bath & Body Works. And to be honest, I really don't shop that much at Bath & Body Works. That was like my jam when I was like middle school, high school. I loved Bath & Body Works. But as I've gotten older, I sort of feel like it's a little overhyped. And I love their candles, and I will always like, they are probably my go-to place for home fragrance. But Bath & Body stuff, it's sort of like nothing, the ingredients aren't anything super special. And they're all like, I kind of think I just like got overwhelmed with the fact that they're like constantly changing up all of their like signature fragrances. So I don't know, but I do like their aromatherapy line. I think that that's probably the one area of the store, that and the C.O. Bigelow section are the two places that if I have bought something in the last couple of years, it's probably been from one of those two collections. And this was nice. I mean, it was pretty much your standard run-of-the-mill bubble bath. It smells like eucalyptus spearmint, so it's sort of relaxing, like very refreshing, and I enjoyed it. I probably wouldn't go out and repurchase this because it wasn't like anything spectacular unless I had a coupon and was gonna get it for wicked cheap, but I think full price this was $17.50, so like that's kind of expensive for a bubble bath, especially when there are other cheaper and just as good alternatives out there. So kind of like, it was nice to use while I had it, but nothing that I felt was all that special. So recently I just did a clean out of my like travel cosmetics bag, and I totally want to do a post or a video sometime of showing you what I keep packed in that travel bag. I actually keep it packed all the time with like mini sizes of different products that I use, because I think that it's just so much more handy to like grab it and go than have to try to think like, what do I need every single time I'm going to be staying away from home. And I have so many samples from like beauty boxes and things that it just makes sense to kind of like keep them all together and just grab the whole bag whenever I need to pack. So I used up a ton of stuff, so I kind of like just restocked it. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I finished up. The first are the shampoo and conditioner that I was bringing with me, and they are not from the same brand or the same line at all, but they did seem to work pretty well together. And the shampoo is the Shea Moisture Superfruit Complex 10-in-1 Renewal System with Marula Oil and Biotin shampoo. That is a frickin' mouthful. This shampoo was actually really quite nice. It was very nourishing, but it did not weigh my hair down. I love Shea Moisture. If you're someone who likes ingredient conscious beauty products, things that don't have any kind of like sulfates or parabens or mineral oil or synthetic fragrances, colors, all that kind of stuff, Shea Moisture products are free of all of those things. And I really enjoyed this shampoo. I have tried a couple different formulations from this brand, and this might be the favorite one that I've tried actually. So I may end up buying this in a full size once I've used up some of the other full-size shampoos that I have. And then the conditioner was Veganese, which is a Lush product, and this is something that the sales associate kind of like goaded me into. She was like, you need to try this conditioner, it's so amazing. So I was like, all right, Lush lady, I love Lush, I trust you. But this is probably not my favorite conditioner nor my favorite Lush product that I've ever used. It has lemon in it, which I love, but this didn't really smell lemony. It has seaweed and it smelled more like seaweed than like lemon, or like some strange combination of the two of them. I don't know. This was not, I just feel like this conditioner did nothing for my hair. Like, I put it in and I let it sit, and when I went to rinse it out, it just felt like there was like no product in my hair, and my hair didn't really feel like extra silky or soft after I used this. So this little tiny bottle, like, which is not marketed as a travel size, like there's multiple sizes of the Veganese that you can buy, but this is like $9 or $10 for this size bottle, and this is a travel size. These are like the same size bottles, and this is like $2 or $3 and this is $9. So if I'm going to spend that much per ounce on a conditioner, it better be like liquid gold in my opinion, and it just wasn't. So I'm definitely going to skip it on the Veganese, but I may purchase the shampoo in a full size. So moving on with hair, I have two styling products. I have the Briogeo Blossom and Bloom Ginseng and Biotin Volumizer. It's like a blow dry spray, and you basically spritz this into damp hair to add a little bit of volume and texture. And I liked this. It wasn't like mind-blowing in terms of the amount of volume that it gave, and it didn't smell super incredible. I definitely didn't mind using up the sample, but in terms of volumizing sprays, this one wasn't like blow me out of the park awesome. I do think that Briogeo uses a lot of natural ingredients. Like, I'm pretty sure that they're a pretty clean brand, so that's awesome. And I love their packaging. Briogeo has like the coolest design. Whoever designs their packaging, like, I give you a gold star, because I think it's just really cute with like sort of florally but also geometric patterns. It's neat. So I'd definitely be curious to try more Briogeo products, but I probably would not be purchasing the full size of this one. And then a product that I already own in the full size, but I finished up this travel spray, is the Beauty Protector Protect and Detangle Leave-In Conditioner. And this is actually, this bottle was from my first ever Birchbox, and I used to like refill it when it got empty from the big bottle that I bought. But I just decided, like, I have so many detangling spray, like little minis, that I was like, you know what, once I finish this, I'm just gonna throw this away and just keep the big bottle at home, because I need an excuse to like use up the other stuff that I have. But I love this stuff. It smells like strawberry, cotton candy amazingness in your hair, and makes your hair so soft and so silky, and it does not weigh it down. If you've never tried anything from the Beauty Protector line, and you had to pick just one thing, it's like the original product, and it is hands down amazing. It's my favorite of all the ones that I've tried. You should go buy it. And then I also finished up this little mini of the Bumble Thickening Hairspray. And I remember when I first got this, which was like years and years ago, it was the first time I ever tried this product, and it totally blew my mind. Like, this was, I feel like, right around the time when I finally started to understand like how to take care of my hair. And I thought this was so cool because it's hairspray, but you can spray it in wet hair and not just in dry hair. And this is not an aerosol hairspray, this is just like a regular pump spray. And I would spray it over to my roots when my hair was towel dried, and then blow dry it, and my hair would be like, giant, amazing, and it didn't make my hair sticky, it didn't make my hair feel crunchy, and I was like, what is this? I don't understand how something could be this amazing. So it kind of like, the Briogeo has a similar concept, but I sort of feel like the Bumble one, I think is just a little bit better in terms of the end result. I love this stuff. I have the full size. I use it all the time. It doesn't smell the most amazing. It kind of smells like alcohol, which is unfortunate. The scent doesn't linger in your hair, so I really don't mind it that much. So if you're someone who has really fine, really like limp hair, give this stuff a try, or give at least the rest of the products in the thickening line a try from Bumble. They're actually really awesome. The shampoo and conditioner are also amazing, but they're really expensive, so I have yet to actually buy them, but they're kind of like forever on my wish list. So continue on the mini train. I also finished up this deluxe sample size of the Caudalie Gentle Cleansing Milk, and this was the face wash that I kept with me in my travel bag, and I kind of wish that I didn't. I mean, I'm glad that I used it, but in terms of a face wash that will remove your makeup when it's the only thing you have, this is not your guy. This is definitely a really lovely, creamy, gentle cleanser, but it does not break down makeup well at all. And I felt like it sort of left almost like a little bit of a residue on my skin. I think if you use it in conjunction with a washcloth or a muslin cloth or sponge or something that would give you some exfoliation, it would be a little bit better. But on its own, I sort of felt like it just kind of went onto my skin, and it didn't really rinse off, and therefore it also didn't really rinse my makeup off. So I did not enjoy this at all. The Caudalie makes an exfoliator that's like similar to this, but has obviously like physical exfoliant in it, their gentle buffing cream. That is amazing. I love that exfoliator, but as for a straight up cleanser, I know Caudalie products are really expensive, so I would probably not be buying the full size of this. So speaking of exfoliators, I did also finish up this travel size of the St. Ives Blackhead Clearing Green Tea Scrub. And I really liked this, and this is a super affordable product. You know, St. Ives is like drugstore. The full size is probably like less than $4 even. And this was interesting. This had salicylic acid in it, in addition to physical exfoliants, all of which are natural, so it doesn't have any like plastics or microbeads or anything like that. And it, you know, basically just helps to kind of like control oil, degunk your pores, and I really liked it. It smelled good. It was green, which is kind of weird, but whatever, I'm okay with that. And even though it had salicylic acid, I didn't find it to be overly drying on my skin. The only downside I would say to this is if you are someone who has an active acne breakout, or your skin is really sensitive, you want to be careful with using physical exfoliants, because you don't want to irritate those areas of your skin. You don't want to like open up the blemish and like spread bacteria around your face. It's just not a good situation. So I think you have to be careful with a product like this. It's easy to go overboard. I definitely wouldn't use it more than once a week, even if you had relatively clear skin, just because, you know, physical exfoliants, if you like rub too hard or use them too much, can really do more harm than good for your skin. I also finished up this little sample of the Nourish Organic Argan Face Serum, and this was something I got, I think, in an Ipsy bag, and I liked this. It was messy as freaking heck, I will say that much. Every time you open this little tube, you have to be so careful because there's like serum flying everywhere. And it's basically, it says it's a face serum, but it really feels more like a face oil. It's kind of like a cross between an oil and a serum. It's very hydrating, and it's not too greasy or too thick or anything like that. But it definitely will like leave your skin very glowy. And if you're oily, you probably don't need something as intense as this, but if you have really dry skin, you probably would really like it. It has argan oil, apricot kernel oil, and rosehip oil, so it definitely has a lot of, you know, vitamin C and vitamin E and ingredients that will really plump up and nourish your skin. And it smells amazing. I mean, the apricot oil makes this smell so good. So if you're somebody who likes argan oil and rosehip oil and you're looking for something to kind of like add an extra layer of moisture to your skin, I would highly recommend checking this out because it was really, really nice. I also finished up this little sample of the Dove Nutrient Moisture Go Fresh Revitalizing Body Wash, and this is in the Mandarin and Tiare Flower scent. I got sent this, I think, in a Walmart beauty box. I think I got sent this in a Walmart beauty box 2 months or 2 seasons in a row. So I have another one of these that's still in my travel bag. But I really love Dove body washes. I have like 2 full-sized things of Dove body wash in my cabinet upstairs. So I definitely do not need to go out and purchase this because I already have it. But I just think they're really nice. They're affordable. They're moisturizing. They get your body clean, but they don't make your skin feel dried out. And they have the most amazing range of scents. I love the pistachio one, the pistachio and magnolia flower, I think it is. I don't know. That one is just, I adore it. If you are in like wanting a drugstore body wash that feels a little bit more high-end and luxurious, I highly recommend checking that scent out. But yeah, Dove, it's good stuff. So this last little travel sample I have here is the Supergoop Advanced Anti-Aging Eye Cream with Broad Spectrum SPF 37 Sunscreen. And this was a really nice eye cream. I am not the best person about using eye cream. I don't have really dry like eyelids or like crepiness around my eyes, so I'm really bad about using it regularly, but I'm trying to make it a part of my skincare routine. And I definitely liked this. It wasn't too thick. It didn't make my eye area feel too greasy, and I especially like that it has SPF, because you think you're putting, you know, SPF on the whole rest of your face, and then you're basically leaving your eyes completely unprotected unless you are putting your moisturizer all over your eyelids, which I don't think a lot of people normally do. So I think the fact that this is specifically designed for your eye area and offers your eyes that SPF protection, I think is really great. It does use chemical sunscreens, which is a little bit of a downside if you're someone who is more sensitive to them or has an allergy to them. That's just something to keep in mind. But if you're looking for like a nice eye cream, especially to use in the summer during the daytime, I would highly recommend checking this out. So I was super sad to part ways with this because this is quite possibly the best nail polish remover that I have used in a really long time. And it was the Zoya 3-in-1 Remove Polish Remover. And it just did an amazing job of taking off my nail polish, and it also smells like lavender, so that makes the whole process way more enjoyable because we all know nail polish remover smells kind of gross. And probably though the best thing about this was the packaging. So the way this works is it has like a cap that you actually like pump down and the product comes out the top. So you don't have to worry about like unscrewing a bottle and pouring it and then accidentally pouring too much and get nail polish remover everywhere, because nail polish remover will eat through wood finishes. I've learned this the hard way. So you have to be so careful if you're removing your nail polish, like go somewhere where you're not gonna like destroy your furniture. But this is just so much safer because it's like very easy to get exactly the right amount of nail polish remover and it doesn't make a mess, and it was just really handy. I would totally repurchase this again. This size bottle was $10 and it lasted quite a while. I got through many manicures, many nail polish changes using this stuff, so I highly recommend checking it out. So this is something that I didn't exactly finish up, but I just was kind of over it, and I believe it expired actually. Yes, at the end of last year, the sunscreen in this kicked the bucket, and I had used more than half of it, and I was like, you know what? Whatevs, I'm chucking it. But I thought it would be worth mentioning, and it is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear CC Cream. And I picked this up because I was really like all about the fact that this used all natural ingredients. It was 100% natural origin ingredients, and it has SPF 20. It uses physical sunscreens. I'm like, all of the things in this sound great to me. But there were two problems I had with this. One, the shade range on Physicians Formula face products sucks. Just hands down across the board, they do not release enough shades of their foundations. Like, pick a product in their line and they never really offer a full range of shades, which is disappointing. So I got the shade Light, and this was way too pink for my skin tone, but the next shade up was way too dark, so this was kind of the only option that I had, but it was never really a great match for me. And the second thing about this is it was kind of, I mean, I know it's a CC cream, so it's meant to be very moisturizing, but this felt very heavy on my skin. And me being oily, I just felt like whatever ingredients were in this and my skin never really got along that well. So I didn't really love this. I wouldn't repurchase it. I think maybe if you have really dry skin and you are someone with a cool undertone or more pink tone to their skin, maybe you could use this, but I feel like that's a very small percentage of people. Like, that's a very specific group of people, and I wish that they made this product that was sort of like more friendly to more skin tones and more undertones, and yeah. So I've got a mascara that I am pitching because I've had it for months now, so it's probably just like ready to say goodbye. And I used this a little bit for a while, but I was not really in love with it. I didn't really do anything super spectacular for my lashes, so I got very much distracted by my Marc Jacobs mascara and kind of never looked back. And this is the Stretch X Touch in Soul Stretch Lash Effect Mascara. I can talk, I swear to God. And this mascara does offer a lot of length, but it really doesn't give you much volume. So it's not my favorite type of formula to use. And I think it's pretty expensive, so I probably would not repurchase it anytime. The wand is nothing spectacular. It's got a slight curve to it, and it's got short bristles that are kind of like not too densely packed, so it will separate the lashes really well and lengthen them, but you're not going to get any like drama or volume if that's something that you're interested in. So the last beauty product that I have is like my favorite, and I was so sad to be done with this, and I will totally be rebuying it at some point in the future, and it is the Lush Cup of Coffee Face and Body Mask. This stuff rocked my world, like seriously amazing. This face mask I used once or twice a week, like every week since for the last couple months really, and it just, my skin, I could tell when I missed out on using this because my skin did not look as good. Like, it started to get more congested and it just looked dull, and I was like, I need my cup of coffee. Just like I need my cup of coffee every morning to feel like a human being, I needed this mask for my skin to not look like crap. And basically, this is a kaolin clay mask that is infused with coffee grounds, and it basically like declogs your pores, makes your skin sort of just look healthier, and the coffee grounds offer really gentle exfoliation, so it helps to kind of remove all that gunk and dead skin and everything from the surface of your skin, and it just left my face always feeling so incredibly soft, and it wasn't irritating, and it didn't make me look like red or splotchy or anything like that. And it smells like coffee, which to me is always a plus. So if you're in need of a face mask, this one is awesome. The small size was like $10, I think. It's very affordable, and one little jar like this will last you a really, really long time, because if you're just using it on your face, you don't need a ton of product. And also, unlike their fresh face masks, this does not need to be refrigerated, so just keep it stored in a cool, dry place and it will last you like 3-4 months easily. And my final favorite of this month, season, whatever time frame we're using for this video series, was the Tazo Apricot Vanilla Cream Tea. And this is a white tea, and it has hints of apricot and Tahitian vanilla, and oh, I love this tea. Love this tea. I kept this with me at work, and like I just blew through this box in like 2 months, not even, I don't know. I drank it almost every single day, and it's so lovely. It's a very light, fruity tea. It has a little bit of natural sweetness, but not too much. I like mine with honey. And it's so good. It's got like a medium caffeine level, so it's not gonna like make you feel jittery or anything like that, but will give you just like a little bit of a perk, like a little pick-me-up. So yeah, if you like fruity teas, I highly recommend checking this out. And that is it. Those are all of my favorites. My camera is blinking low battery at me, so I guess I probably should finish this up quickly. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new to my channel. I would love to see you back here in my next video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.